Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and I wanted to turn on the camera and show you guys some of the new pops that I just picked up. Now, a lot of these are fairly new pops, and a lot of people were looking forward to seeing them. I know there was a lot of people hunting down for them, ordering them online, and trying to get them in and stuff like that. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys the ones that I picked up, so you guys can see them if you haven't seen them already, and maybe be on the lookout for them. So I'll start out with this one. This is actually one that came out on Black Friday. I wasn't able to pick it up. A buddy of mine ended up picking it up for me, and I just got it from him. This is a very dangerous and slippery slope thing that I'm doing here, but I actually ended up picking up the Doctor Strange Dorbs. Now this is obviously Doctor Strange in the astral plane form, and this is a GameStop exclusive. So it's part of the reason why I picked it up. But I have the pop. I think he looks really awesome, so I figured this would be a good addition to it. So now I have the pop and the Dorps together with it. And I say it's a slippery slope because I know Funko is actually doing a lot of that recently now, where they're releasing a pop and then they're releasing a Dorps that looks exactly like it. And a lot of people are ending up trying to get as many of those sets, if you want to call it that. And I don't want to start into the Dorps craze, so I just have two of them right now, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do for now, even though there's a lot of really cool ones out there that are recently coming out, so I'll stick with that. Now, one of the sets that I did want to show you guys is the Target exclusive Batman set that just came out, the 4 different Batmans. I was actually able to get a hold of them, and I know a lot of people were really looking forward to these. I know they kind of started coming out in the West Coast, and then me living in the East Coast, especially down here in Florida, they're kind of like the last ones to get everything. But there was in one of the Instagram post that I'm at, it was posted that they were available and everybody was scrambling, but I was able to find them. Now, there's 4 different ones if you guys aren't familiar with them, so I'll go ahead and show them to you guys. What I'll do is I'll show you guys in the way that, the way that I like them. So my least favorite one to the one that I like the most. So I'll start with this one. This is number 164. Obviously in the Pop Heroes line, the DC superheroes. This is the North Pole Camo Batman. And basically he's just a completely white cowl, uniform, cape, everything white Batman. Now I know the 4 different ones are inspired from costumes from the comic books. I saw a video somebody did where they kind of explained that. Now the only thing, primarily the reason why this one I say it's my least favorite out of the 4 is because he's called the North Pole Camo Batman. Now, if you guys are familiar with camo pattern, it's a couple different colors together, but he's just all white. He kind of reminds me of the Bullseye and Zebra Batman. I actually have them up here. I don't know if you guys can make them out. So he's basically pretty similar to the Bullseye one, just the main difference that obviously he doesn't have the bullseye on the chest and the mask isn't black, it's white. But he still looks really cool. He's nice and clean. I love the way that they did him as far as the paint and stuff like that. So that is the first one. Then from there, it is the number 161 in the same line. Again, Target exclusive. This is the Negative Batman. And this particular costume they were talking about in the comic books is that Batman was hit with a negative ray, which kind of turned him negative. So he altered its colors, and then at the end of the comic book, he kind of goes back to normal. But he looks really cool. The one funny thing is obviously his underwear, which is white also, so that turned negative as well. I thought that was really funny. Now, one thing that I have found from the ones that I came across, and then some videos of people posting and stuff like that, is I don't know if they just rushed to get these out, but none of them are without some sort of paint application flaw. The boxes are in good condition, but even though you kind of go through all of them, there's still going to be you're basically finding the best of the ones they have. So you're not going to find all 4 of them are going to be in great condition. You just kind of have to go with it. So if you guys do want to collect them and pick them up, just keep that in mind, that as you're going through them, you might just have to settle for the best one of the ones that they have there. So the next one is this is number 163, and this is the Golden Midas Batman. and I think he looks really, really awesome. And they did a really good job. And I think this guy is actually the one that a lot of people are having issues with the paint applications. For the most part, I do see a couple little, specks and scratches and things like that here and there. But again, I'm an inbox collector, so as long as nobody's taking a magnifying glass to it and looking at it, he looks really cool in the box too. All the boxes are exactly the same as far as the back goes. The things that change are obviously the art on the side, on the back, and then on the front right there. But all the different characters and stuff like that, those are going to be the same on all the boxes. So obviously the Golden Midas, Batman Midas, I guess taking from King Midas, who everything that he touched turned to gold. So that's why he's Golden Batman. So that one. And then obviously if you guys know the 4-pack, you guys are going to know which is my favorite one. And I just love the way that he looks and just the properties behind him. This is number 162, and this is the Professor Radium Batman, and he glows in the dark as well. I had seen pictures of him, and I definitely wanted to see what he looked like in person. And when I saw him in the store, I fell in love with him. Just the way that he looks, he almost looks see-through, like he would be green see-through, and his whole body glows, obviously with the exception of the mouth area, but everything, the eyes, the cowl, the body itself, the cape, everything glows, and I think it looks really, really awesome. So they did a really awesome job with this guy, in my opinion. I'm a little bit partial towards glow-in-the-dark pops. I like them, have a UV light, and I'll light them up sometimes to see how they glow, but he looks really, really cool. So I was pretty excited to get him along with the other 3 and have that whole set, because I know a lot of people were looking for it, and even to this day they're still looking for them. So that was pretty cool to find them all in one shot. Besides that, I ended up picking 3 other pops. One of them, I was, a lot of people were definitely looking forward to finally coming out to complete, or hopefully complete, this set, and that is this one here. This is number 125 in the Pop Heroes line. This is the Scarecrow and Popster. This is the last one in the regular line. Obviously, the Killer Croc one in the Walmart exclusive box is another in Popster. So if you guys are looking to complete the whole set, then that one would be an extra one that you'd have to purchase. But he looks really cool. I think the fact that they just kind of went with the different shades of brown is what made it good. I think if they would have added any other color or not added any color, then it wouldn't look as good as it does. And just the different stitching through the cowl and the body, and even his mouth towards the end has the stitching too, like a regular Scarecrow and stuff like that. So really, really awesome. So I was glad to pick him up to complete that line. So now I have that whole line completed. Besides that, these are 2 pops that I actually ordered online. Again, thanks to some of the groups that I'm a member of, I was able to know that these were coming out. The first one is number 71, and this is in the Pop Star Wars line. This is the Walgreens exclusive Legends Shadow Guard. So there he is. I know at first Walgreens had released that he was going to be a glow-in-the-dark pop, and I think a lot of people were really excited about that. But unfortunately then, when it was available online, they did print a retraction stating that that was a misprint. He's not glow-in-the-dark. For the most part, he looks exactly like the other 2. So if you guys are familiar with the red one and the blue one, he has a very similar sculpt. He's just holding the staff on the side right there. And unfortunately, he suffers from the plight that a lot of the pops that have weapons in their hands, sometimes they're a little bit crooked and stuff like that. So again, that's just something that you kind of have to deal with. Now, some of the ones in the back look really, really awesome. I wasn't even aware that those were back there. So the Luke Skywalker hooded and the Garandan Empire Spy, those 2 look really, really awesome, these 2 guys right here. So might be on the lookout for those 2 guys, maybe to add to the collection also. So again, that is the Walgreens exclusive Legends Shadow Guard. I know a lot of people were looking forward to seeing that guy also. And then last but not least, I actually just received this guy today, another order that I did. And again, anytime I order from news sites, I'm always a little bit wary. This has actually been the first pop that I received that the pop itself has a little bit of box damage to it, but the pop looks really, really cool. So I kind of almost don't mind it. So this is number 93 in the Pops game, the Overwatch game. This is the White Reaper, and this is obviously, if you guys can see right here, this is a Blizzard Entertainment exclusive. So I do have the regular common Reaper, which is the one in the back here, and I decided to go ahead and pick up the white one just because he looks really, really awesome. I think the details on his uniform, just the colors that they went with, you know, the white and stuff like that, look really, really cool. So this is another pop that I definitely wanted to see in hand to see how cool he looked, because, you know, in the pictures he does look really cool online and stuff like that. But in person, I think he looks a lot better. There's just a little bit of creasing in the back here, and then in the front there of the box, and that's unfortunately, the padding wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, as I was hoping it to be. It was basically just kind of wrapped with paper, so no bubble wrap or anything like that. So, you know, the box had a little bit of a crushed corner there, and that's kind of what led to that. So, there he is. So those are the couple pops that I recently picked up this week. I'm actually getting ready to, next week in my area, there's going to be another opening, they're opening up another box lunch, so I'm definitely going to be there for that, and there's going to be a convention down here too, so we're trying to, a couple of collectors down here are trying to get like a meetup going there, so I might be doing that too. I think I'm going to be hunting tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so I have the day off, so I might do some hunting tomorrow, maybe pick up some new pops. I'm gonna definitely visit Corca and one of the malls and stuff like that down here. So you might have another video coming from me as far as that goes. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.